Hi everyone, my name is STYLO, and you're about to learn more about me here on the Audio Infusion Green Room Sessions. I'm STYLO. I'm a DJ, I'm a poet, I'm a geek, I'm a nerd, a little bit of a lot of different things. I like to keep things chunky and mix it up. I was born and raised in Metro DC. I was born in one of the oldest black hospitals that's actually no longer around in the district. Lived in the district for a while, family then moved out in PG County. And after high school, or I was halfway through high school, we moved out to Howard County. That was a bore, boo. So STYLO is French for pen. It is literally a pen name, named pen. I started using that as a pen name when I was a teenager and I was writing poetry. I started writing poetry. I was also taking French classes. So I decided to combine the two and choose that as my moniker. So, showing my gray here, long time ago, I was actually a break dancer, and the dance crew that I was with, we wanted to have these mixtapes for these breakdance battles. So that's how I started making mixes then and there. I didn't realize at the time that some of the music that we were dancing to was actually techno music, come to think of it, because we didn't know it by that name at the time. Also, shortly thereafter, I just started gravitating more and more out of hip hop into house. And I was already played trumpet. I also already played piano. And so the next natural progression was to start putting the beats together and production together. I created my first computer-based song, and it was like '92. So it's been a minute, but I've been around the block a few times. I got a list here. So one of my local favorites is actually Charisma, but I also like Derek Carter, Honey Dijon, Gene Ferris, Green Velvet, Colette, Pete Moss, Moody Man. Those are a lot of the ones that I kind of keep a keen ear to, keep a keen ear to over the years. Yeah, so those DJs that I mentioned, I mean, a lot of them are the ones that I kind of tune my ear to as far as production as well, especially ones like Pete Moss has been doing some really amazing things of late. Charisma has had an awesome ear for a very long time. I mean, I remember shopping in the same record shops that I used to shop in here in Baltimore in the early 2000s. So yeah, you know, Moody Man's production skills are off the charts. So is Gene Ferris. So is Green Velvet. So it's kind of hard not to miss with any of those folks. So yeah, I've had many years actually in technology. I was the IT director here at Peabody in Baltimore for 11 years. Had a long history in technology even before coming to Baltimore and Peabody. I also do some web productions now, or web designing. I still do some consulting in technology otherwise to a couple nonprofits in the area that I lend my expertise to. write a little bit of poetry, do a bit of graphic design. The t-shirt I'm wearing is actually one of my designs, things like that. Oh wow, alternate seduction. So Trish and I had some of the same circle of friends leading into that WMC, the Winter Music Conference, and we had been talking all around it at places like Good Love and when we run into each other, or the Paradox and stuff like that. So we finally were able to put it together that year with the help of Terry Thompson. So yeah, that was a lot of fun doing alternate seduction live takes with with me on the decks. Oh wow, so one of my favorite to date still is there was a warehouse art gallery down in Alexandria, Virginia. Used to be called Art Wino. They have a new space now called Wino, but it was plus 1,000 people right up in the Washington Post entertainment section. That was one of my most favorite sets, and oh my goodness, I can't forget Winter Music Conference 2016. We were Club 50, 50 stories up in the Bricknell neighborhood. That was a fun set as well. Oh, short hair. All right, so I started locking my hair in 2001, just before I got the job with Hopkins and Peabody here in Baltimore. So I haven't seen that short hair because I used to shave it close, crew cut basically, since 1999, year 2000. It has always been at least to my shoulders since then. So I started M Groove's music for a couple different reasons. One was I was trying to get my productions placed, and it wasn't seeming to getting any traction. So I said, all right, I'll start my own record label. That solves that problem. The other thing that I wanted to do was I've had this idea for a long time, where it's much like the rock scene, where you have the fan t-shirt stuff. I wanted to kind of put them together and have a limited run of shirts with a release or things of that sort. So that's how I came and put M Grooves together, and that's why I started M Grooves Music. So yeah, on M Grooves Music, we've been rocking with Dan Afropino, is what it's been going by. He's put out a few other records by the name Future Self as well, so that's pretty cool. Tracy Cooper, excellent producer. He and I go way back these days. It's been almost 20 years now, I think, come and think of it. And then just last year, or late 2021, actually, I was able to add on Ed Ridgely, and he's done some really nice releases for us as well. All of the folks, including myself, had releases that charted in either deep house, tech house, or techno last year in 2022. So it's been a really good year. All right, so personally I have an EP that will be dropping probably mid-February-ish. There'll be a sneak peek actually this Monday morning. I'm doing a live thing on Twitch, which I'll probably leak it then. Also with M Groove's Music, there's a couple remixes that we're doing of a couple Tracy Cooper tracks, a few of my own. We're about the 10-year mark, so there's a reason why we're going through some of the older tracks and renewing them. I also in M Groove's music, I'm going to be doing a little bit more down-tempo and lo-fi this coming year than I've done in the previous, say, 5 years or so. Later this year, I am going to be finishing up my first album-length feature. Other future projects are, there's some new t-shirt designs that I'll be launching later in 2023, as well as hoodies, there is some customization with patches that I want to do, a project that I want to do, like with jeans jackets or leather jackets too. So those are things that I'm trying to push to later in 2023 to do as well. Yeah, the best way to get in contact with me is starting at my website, musicofstylo.com. There's a contact me page there that's great for booking as well. You can also just hit me, DM me directly on social media. It's STYLO the DJ on Instagram, Music of STYLO on Twitter, and Music of STYLO on TikTok. I'd like to thank all of you for checking these things out, for playing my mixes wherever you may be playing them, like on Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts. Also, a big, huge thank you to Terry Thompson, because without you, my friend, and inviting me to do those Winter Music Conference, I don't think I would have actually been able to reboot my DJ career at that point in time. Those were big uplifts. Thank you so much, buddy.
Bienvenue. It's moi, Jada Givenchy, here with the Audio Infusion. And if you like what you just saw, please click the subscribe button down below and you'll get notifications on our next coming videos. Hope to see you soon. Until next time, au revoir.